Well, folks, good evening and a pleasant welcome to Spoon TV. We are live here at the Roberts International Airport, where we have come to provide coverage towards the arrival of the 16 Liberian Army personnel who travel to the U.S. to form part of the exercise Nothing Strike that took place that is between July and this month. They're gonna be coming up in a very possible time. They're gonna be coming back, and they are already in Liberia. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time that we're gonna be meeting the 16 Army personnel. The team is headed by Deputy Chief of Staff Jordan. She's the team is headed by the Deputy Chief of Staff, Jordan Josh. She's heading the 16 personnel who took part in the U.S. that is in the Nothing Strike in the United States of America. Remember, there was this news that all 16 of them escaped while they were in America undergoing training. So today, the 16 Army personnel will be stepping out in a jiffy. They're going to be speaking to the media, and we have with us the Assistant Minister for Public Affairs, Sam Collins. He's here. So we're going to start off with Sam. Sam is going to give us he's going to give us an overview of the exercise Nothing Strike that took place in America recently. Remember, the Nothing Strike started back in 2011, and it is a military readiness exercise where military personnel from the U.S., from the U.K., and other countries like Taiwan, they all gather in America in July or August of each year to carry on warfare exercise. And this was the first time for Liberia to form part of this exercise, that is to form part of the Nothing Strike, where you have the Air Force, you have the Marine, you have the U.S. Navy, and you have the U.S. Army all forming part of it. Liberia took part since 2011. This is the first time for Liberia to be a part of the Nothing Strike. So we're going to join Sam. Sam is going to give us overview of the program while we await the 16 Army personnel to step out of the Roberts International Airport. We're going to be talking to Sam Collins. So if you just join it, welcome. Okay, we have with us the. Okay, come in. Let me get it. So we're going to be talking to Sam. Sam is going to give us overview of the program. Good evening, Honorable Minister.
Well, thank you.
Welcome. We are here to witness the arrival of the 16th personnel, that is Army personnel, who traveled to the U.S. to form part of the exercise Northern Track. Can you bring us up to speed where we are and how Liberia became a part of it? I'm told Liberia, this is our first time forming part of this exercise.
Well, we got a state partnership with the Michigan National Guard in 2010, and in 2012 we started participating within the Northern Strike. So our participation within the Northern Strike goes back as far as 2012, and but this is the first time that we are participating. All of the time that we have gone to Michigan, we have been there as observer, but this is the time that we actually partook within the program, and we think that it's good. It has added value to the armed forces of Liberia. And let me also be quick to tell your followers and people following this broadcast that all of the 16 men that traveled to the United States of America are back into the country. All of them are back. They are arrived, are interacting with them. They are going through the airport formalities. And in a few minutes from now, they will be coming outside of the terminal so that the public can have some level of interaction with them. And let me be also quick to clarify that when the Chief of Staff spoke about 16 officers not returning home, he was making mention of those who have traveled from Liberia from 2006 up to now. From 2006, we have been able to send 300 armed forces of Liberia personnel. 300 armed forces of Liberia personnel have participated or have benefited from different kinds and shades of training in the United States of America. So from 2006 to 2021, we have lost 16 officers. So the Chief of Staff was not speaking about the 16 that have gone to the Northern Strike. But from 2006 up to now, we have lost 16 officers who have gone to America for different shades and kinds of training, and some of them have not returned home. So we have a subject we'd like to say a big thank you to the United States government, the people of the United States, and especially the Michigan National Guard. You know, we have a strong partnership with the Michigan National Guard, and so many training opportunities have come from the Ministry of National Defense and the Armed Forces of Liberia. And our participation, our active participation in the Michigan National Guard sanctify the kind of a relationship that we have with the United States government and the Michigan National Guard. And they were able to participate along with troops from Taiwan, troops from Latvia, troops from the United Kingdom, and various troops from the United States of America. And let me also inform the public that those who are around here will quickly be deployed in the Republic of Mali to contribute to the peacekeeping mission in that country.
Yeah, Mr. Collins, graduating from from an observatory role to a participatory role as it relates to this exercise, what does that mean for the Armed Forces of Liberia?
It means that the Armed Forces of Liberia is gradually being professionalized. You know, there's a new military. And it also means that our partner, the United States of America, now have explicit confidence within the new armed forces because they are treading the path of professionalism. And the Liberian people are satisfied over the performance of the new armed forces of Liberia. So we think that operationally, yes, it will improve the operational capability of our men. It will also make the men mission ready. And also our participation, like I said previously, has added more value to the armed forces of Liberia because participating with the U.S. Air Force, the U.S. infantry group, and all of those different tactical groups within the U.S. military, also participating in an operation with troops from the United Kingdom, troops in Taiwan, and troops from Latvia, it speaks volume. It speaks to the level, it speaks to the growth of the armed forces of Liberia. We are excited.
Now, while serving as observers, was there any time frame given at which time you will be prepared and ready to serve as as a participatory role in this entire process?
When we started serving as an observer, we were in the formatory stage of the new armed forces of Liberia. There was a demolition of the old armed forces when Madam Sharif came to power, thanks be to her. And we started to recruit, we started to groom our own military. The Nigerian served as the first chief of staff, and you know that before the matter was turned over to the current defense minister to serve as chief of staff. And so we started going as observers to see. Mind you that we joined a partnership with the state of Michigan in 2010. It was not until 2012 we started going for Northern Strike. So from 2012 up to 2021, we have been going to Northern Strike. For the year 2021, we were able to strike the code, making us to participate within the process.
Did you apply to be active in this process, or how did the process go?
Right. I said previously that we have a state relationship, partnership with the Michigan National Guard. They come to Liberia and we go there. Every Armed Forces Day, when we go to the Public Training Center, you will see a representation of the Michigan National Guard. If you enter the Armed Forces of Liberia, barracks, just along the route here, you will see structures that were built by the Michigan National Guard. Several employees from the Ministry of National Defense, several personnel from the Armed Forces of Liberia have traveled to the United States of America as part of the partnership, as benefited from that partnership. So we entered that partnership with a memorandum of understanding signed between the government of Liberia and the state of Michigan. And today the Armed Forces of Liberia is benefiting.
Okay, while we await the team to finally get out in order to interact with the public, let's look at other benefits besides battlefield benefit. What are other technical things that the team was able to benefit that we're going to get as a nation? I'm asking about other benefits from this Northern Strike.
The benefit is that, like I said, it has added value to the Armed Forces of Liberia. We have somehow prepared the troops to be mission prepared, to be prepared to go out, not only to sit in the barracks. And also that which they have learned over time in Liberia, I think the addition that they got from the United States will boost the morale of the Armed Forces of Liberia. Like the Chief of Staff said, they are going to be deployed in Mali. I think that the performance in Mali, the troops that we have there, are going to go a long way in serving the United Nations.
Okay, before we get into another discussion, can you really give us a better understanding about the 16 personnel who did not return after traveling to the U.S., about 300 since 2016, that is 2006 up to now, according to the Army, 16 did not return. Can you tell us what the Liberian Army is doing to make sure that those who did not return, who escaped while attending training in the U.S., can you tell us what are some of the things that you are doing as an institution to bring these men back?
Well, those who escaped are no longer under the jurisdiction of the military. And we think that there's an act that will condemn in the strongest. And we think that having the opportunity to go for foreign training, the intent of that is to return home and contribute to the growth of the organization that sent you. And also, we see it as very credible. Let me also inform the public that one of them was being deported about a year or two ago. And we think that
one of the 16?
Yeah.
Okay.
We think that the American government has their own way of doing things, and at the appropriate time, those actions will be taken. But the Army strongly condemns that, and we have had a conversation with our men and making them understand that that is not the right way to proceed. And I can tell you for sure that such an act will not be repeated anytime soon.
Yeah, Mr. Minister, let me ask you this question. As it relates to the rating of the 16 guys that were sent to America for the training, have you received any words as it relates to their rating, their performance, in terms of the training?
You're talking about the people that
yes, those are coming.
As soon as they come out, they're going to display a plan that was given to them, congratulating them from the head of the Michigan National Guard to the Armed Forces of Liberia. And that plan will be turned over to the Chief of Staff and the Minister of National Defense. They signify that they performed well. They signify that they were disciplined. They also signify the strength of our relationship with the Michigan National Guard. On the overall, the Liberian troops stood up tall in the performance of their duty.
Okay, thank you. We hope to see them.
Thank you so much.
Well, folks, you just listened to the assistant minister for that is
He's the assistant minister for public affairs at the Ministry of National Defense.
At the Ministry of National Defense. You just listened to him. And again, there was this fake news on social media that all of the 16 personnel that traveled to the U.S. to form part of this wonderful exercise, nothing struck or, escaped. So you just got the understanding. Those 16 army personnel failed to return to this country out of 300 personnel who traveled between 2006 to today. Liberia has been able to send 300 men. When we talk about men in the army, we're talking about inclusive of male and females. So 300 of them travel to the U.S. for training, including the current 16 that will be arriving or that is already in country, but we are awaiting them together, including them. But 16 of those 300 failed to return, not the 16 that is coming.
James, what is important to understand is that the number mentioned about the 16 individuals is cumulative.
Yeah, it's
not
cumulative.
like a single,
it is not
on a single
no.
team, then all of them, absconded.
No.
It's actually, if for instance, in 2013, just for example now, 20 persons went, then 3 escaped. Just like that, if 10 persons went, 1 escaped, then cumulatively since 2006
up to
2021, there's 16. So,
and the conflicting part even was they kept now I think the team is getting out. The first personnel has just arrived. Here we have our men who form part of the training have finally arrived. All 16 of them. So we're going to be interacting with them very shortly. Here you have our men who traveled to the U.S. to form part of the exercise. That is the exercise Nothing Struck. So they are beautiful. So we're going to be talking to them very shortly. I'm told the head of this team is the Deputy Chief of Staff of the Republic of Liberia. So we're going to be talking to them very shortly. So let's continue watching. This is just to again clarify that the 16 folks who travel to the U.S. to form part of the Nothing Struck, all of them are in country as we speak. So here you have them on camera. They are official armed forces of Liberia bus, and they are getting prepared to pick up for their headquarters. So welcome if you're just joining us. This is the first time that our team took part in the exercise itself, but according to Mr. Collins, they were playing the observational role, but this year they joined the specific exercise. That is the Nothing Struck exercise. This is the first time that we form part of it. So coming up shortly, we will be speaking with the team leader. We just awaiting green light from the team. Yes, sir. So if you're just joining, welcome. You are watching the arrival of the 16th Army. Why are people talking? So if you just join in, we're bringing you live coverage of the arrival of the 16 Army personnel who traveled to the U.S. recently to form part of the Northern Strike exercise in Michigan. So we are yet to see the team leader, but we hope Sam is going to get to us. Sam is going to get to us, and he will tell us specifically who we're going to be speaking to. And according to him, out of those 16 who stay in the U.S., one got deported recently. So meaning you have 15 stay in the United States of America. And these men are expected to travel to Mali. They are expected to travel to Mali to form part of the peacekeeping mission there. Currently, we have men who are providing security in Mali, and this team is also expected to form part. Okay. I'm told the deputy chief of staff came ahead of this team, so they are about to come up with the spokesman, the 16 personnel, like you heard one of the officers calling his colleagues. They are now gathering so they can speak to.
Okay. All right, General.
So the 16 is grouping. No, the 16 that escaped are part of the 300 cumulatively 16 escaped since 2006.
Okay.
So there you have the entire. You fired the 16? So, yeah, you have the 16 men power who travel to the United States to form part of the Northern Strike exercise. They are all here, and coming up shortly, we're going to be having a conversation with them.
Okay. And we go ahead. All right, gentlemen. On behalf of the Minister of National Defense, the Chief of Staff and High Command of the Armed Forces of Liberia, I'd like to welcome you guys back to the country. We are so proud of the return and the participation within the Northern Strike. Since your departure from Liberia, we have been following, we have been getting all of the communications on a day-to-day basis. The High Command of the Armed Forces of Liberia through the Chief of Staff of this brief on a day-to-day basis. So we are here to say welcome, and we are proud of you. Let me also use this medium to say a very big thank you to the government of the United States of America and the American people, especially the Michigan National Guard. We entered into a partnership with the Michigan National Guard in 2010, and we started participating in the Northern Strike operation from 2012. From 2012 up to last year, we have been participating as observers. But we are grateful that in 2021, we went to participate in an active operation with various units from the United States of America, units from the United Kingdom, units from Taiwan, and that of Latvia. What I can clearly state here is that our participation in this year operation has added value to the armed forces of Liberia, and we are grateful. We represented the armed forces, we represented the people of Liberia, we represented your country, and we are grateful. So like I said previously, hats off to the American government, the government of the Republic of Liberia, the people of the Republic of Liberia are grateful to the United States for this opportunity. The Michigan National Guard stood with us from 2010 up to this time, and they continue to partnership with us. Through their partnership, several officers of the armed forces of Liberia have benefited from training. Several staff of the Ministry of National Defense have also benefited from training within the state of Michigan. So we are grateful to the United States government, and we say keep on your partnership with Liberia. We will keep on our own partnership with you because we are benefiting from the partnership. Both sides are actually benefiting from this partnership. At this point, the mayor who led the troops to the United States of America will now brief the press on what they went through and the level of training that they went through and what it means for his troops. Thank you.
I'm Major Philemon Akwan-Siripo, head of the 16-man team that went to the U.S. for Operation Northeast Strike. It was successful, and I want to thank the higher command of the Armed Forces of Liberia for having imposed that confidence in me to carry 16 guys to the U.S. for training, and we are back today. And I want to tell them that we never just went to the U.S. to go and play. We went to take training, and because of our hard work, we were able.
What a flag. Yeah, go ahead.
To win something. At least we had the opportunity to train with other international soldiers from Latvia, from the UK, and that of Liberia. It was great, and we want to tell them thank you for the opportunity. We had the opportunity to train with the United States Army Special Forces, 3313. And this is what we brought back to our country as a success for what we went through. So we want to tell them thank you for the opportunity given us.
What were some of the drills that the guys from Liberia went through?
Basically, we did so many drills, like physical drill, and we did raid, which is a fast operation. So many drills, but just to name few.
We saw pictures coming in from Michigan depicting artillery being fired, men dropping by from planes and what have you.
Yes, some of the drills, I can't actually discuss it with the press, but
Okay.
they are all tactical drills.
Two of your men are with
Mentor, what are they?
Meta.
There's a deputy commander who led the troop also. Can we get a word or two from you?
Yeah, first, two of your men are with Meta. Can you tell us what the medals are for?
Yes.
Yes.
This is a senior incident for the entire operation. It was given a award. This also was given a award. The supporter was given a award. Yeah, the commander was given a award. I was given a award. Yeah, you asked a question, Honorable Minister.
Yeah, you just give an overview of what you guys went through.
Yeah, the Michigan National Guard been very supportive to our armed forces of Liberia. I would first like to use this time to appreciate the President of Commander of Liberia, the Honorable Minister of National Defense, and the Chief of Staff for giving us such great opportunity to have undergone such intense training internationally, because these are some of the training that our global partners seek for us participating in United Nations missions, like for example in Mali, to perform. So the training was very good. I can't explain all the training to you,
Yep.
but if you are a military man, you don't see what you're saying when it's called tactical drills. The commander said it or innovative for them. You ask me a question.
Okay, thank you and welcome back.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. So all 16 of them are getting on their bus to leave for for their headquarters. So see you all, and we hope to again meet you. My name is James Samuel Gudefremo, and I was here along with Chokon, that is Aaron Kumba of Fabric FM. Together we brought you this live coverage. So we hope to meet you, and be a good citizen.